Live in association with Easy Shell Tyrant. This afternoon we're at Watson Park. It's FA Trophy action between WARE and Hadley. Two teams from NonLeague Division 1 Central. Two teams haven't played since Bank Holiday Monday, and two teams that I feel they've got a bit of a point to prove. WARE particularly after that 2-0 defeat here to rivals Hertford on Bank Holiday Monday. I'm Pete Hill for live commentary to come, and joining me to my right hand side, as always, a very good afternoon to our match summariser Simon Alamandi. But a couple of times he's refereed our teams last season. He booked 3 as Aylesbury beat Hertford 2-0, and then booked 5 in Welwyn Garden City's victory at Kidlington. So away we go here at Watson Park. In the end, the ball goes out of play and will be a throw in to WARE. George Alfieri, who's of course knows the opposition well, as does Josh J. Juck, who both were Hadley players last season. Oh, goalkeeper's late out here. That goalkeeper has gone straight in to Lenny Asamoah, and he's got a red card. Well, that's not the kind of debut that Max Woodford would want. And WARE's young 17-year-old goalkeeper has been red carded after just 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, he looked to be coming out of it, didn't he? And then he sort of like hesitated, and then he decided he was going to come out again. And I think that hesitation has, resulted in him bringing him down and getting sent off. And I don't think he gave the referee any choice at all there. I mean, that's a disaster for WARE. And now it's, well, I mean, we know that Lewis Thomas has stepped in and got in goal once before. Is there going to be an early substitution? And Lewis taking the gloves again.
Before he went in goal last year in the game, we did ask him, and he said, "Yeah, I've been in goal before. I was 8 at the time." He's made a few appearances since then. Lewis Thomas immediately pushed into the action. It's Hadley. Ogbogbor is going to take it. Ogbogbor fires it in. Good save by Lewis Thomas. First thing the goalkeeper had to do. Ogbogbor, we saw score a screamer in the final Alliance Charity Cup against Welwyn Garden City at the end of last season, and Lewis did very well to get his body behind that one. And Hadley will get a throw in. Throw in for Ogbogbor, but headed forward by Mutafabweg, forward by Peter Roseman, and all. They were a little bit unlucky. And the shot goes in. That goes in to the back of the net. The ball came out, and Romy Mio dead put it in straight at the bullet. Lewis Thomas couldn't get near it. And 13 minutes, well, unlucky for WARE, they trailed by a goal to nil.
Yeah, I mean, that's got a fortunate rebound off the heel of the attacker originally, hasn't it? He's come back and he's hit it, and I think from Lewis's reaction, he thought it was going wide first, but it's crept in at that far post, and Hadley have an early lead.
In for Luke Mattingham, ball from Luke Alfano on that far side to Billy Hayes. Billy Hayes' ball through, ball pushed back across the box. Hadley looking to tee up an opportunity. Alfano shot, carried away by Lewis Thomas, and then put behind in the end by Joshua Gotcha for a corner. His ball forward for Asamoah. He's in the area, barged down by J. Rolf Wazi. Well, the Hadley bench all think it should be a penalty, and so does Lenny Asamoah. And I've got to say, I fancy another look at it as well.
Well, I think it was. I mean, he seemed to lean on it, didn't he, from behind, and it did look like he'd sent him to the ground. But referee again having none of that.
Well, sort of history repeating itself, and Lewis Thomas going in goal against Hadley with Paul Halsey missing for, I think I'm right in saying, possibly the first time since the game here against Walsall. And this could be an interesting decision for the referee, because he didn't go to play the ball there, and Walsh has gone down in a heap. So the referee's got a decision to make here.
I mean, that, as you say, there was no intention playing for the ball at all. It was just absolutely clattered into Lewis.
Obviously, out there at the moment. It's only a yellow card for Asamoah. We're going to be playing into the wind in this second half as well. Nauma was held back by Ogbabor. Nauma manages to keep the ball in. Samauma still gets to the penalty spot. Epi Ogbabor and Samauma cuts in. There was a suspicion of a foul to start with. Sam got rounded, ball across. It's hit Ogbabor on the arm, and the referee's pointed to the spot. 0-4 will put the ball down on the spot. 4 goals so far this season for Theo. Theo taking his time, takes 2 steps backwards, 3 steps sideways, and then puts the ball in the net. Goalkeeper went the right way. Theo for his 5th of the season. With WARE level, time added on at the end of the first half.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that's giving WARE a bit of momentum into this game, scoring just before half time, and that'll make Dean Harrison a little bit more happy, and make his team talk a little bit easier. And it's let's see how Hadley can react now to that.
Well, it's not been flowing wonderful football, but it's certainly been full of incident in the opening 48 minutes or so. Goalkeepers sent off, penalties given, and both sets of supporters probably feeling a little bit aggrieved by our referee. It's all the penalty at the other end. Asamoah goes down under challenge between Max Granville and Dave Rolfe. And we've had 2 penalties in a minute. Luke Alfano against Lewis Thomas. Alfano steps up and into the back of the net. Lewis went the right way, but Hadley are back in front.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there for Lewis. I think it just crept underneath him, didn't it? But I mean, you don't expect a goalkeeper to save a penalty anyway, and you especially can't expect Lewis to do that. So as soon as WARE grab the leveller, they concede another.
Plenty of talking points here, and that's the end of the first half, which has produced them. And the Hadley go in here, leading by 2 goals to 1. And referee Harry Price looks at his watch. And given Hadley line up, and we have appropriate break in play. Candolo's gone over to that right hand side as we go down the way in the second half, with Hadley leading here 2-1. Sammy Muttlefeg is going to take the kick, chips it up into the area. Up goes Jay Rolfe, can't get his head to it, break to Max Granville. Granville slices the ball on that far side. Mayuma didn't collect it, was caught ball washing, and Gandola's ball through has released Finley Aldridge. Here goes Finley Aldridge, and Hadley have got a third. All down to Sam Mayuma, ball watching on that far side. Gandola robbed him, and Finley Aldridge has given WARE a real mountain to climb here. With 10 men, they trail 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, that's good work, isn't it, by Aldridge? That ball's come through, he's run onto it. He's got a couple of defenders chasing him, trying to close him down. He's approached Lewis Thomas, he's just knocked it into the corner of the net and given them a 3-1 lead. And that's not a good sign for WARE.
Still inside the WARE half. Little roughing. He's going to take it for WARE. Really Townsend warming up. Hadley have got another substitute just running up the line. I think is Tommy Roberts. The ball on this near side. Looking for the field with 4. Takes it down. Brought down by Callum Ishmael, who gets a yellow card from our referee. And there's got to be a question mark whether I was in the box.
Well, yeah, I mean, the referee's not pointed to the spot. He's standing just outside the area. But, I mean, that was very, very close to being inside the box.
And Sammy taking his time. Referee sounds the whistle. There comes Sammy. Muttlefeg curls it off into the goalpost. It was almost perfect, but came off the woodwork. It's the pass. Lewis Thomas bowls it out to Herbie Townsend. Long ball forward for the run of Theo Afori. Backpedaling is Charlie Taylor. Roseman's got back with him. Theo Afori scuffs the shot and scuffs it wide of a post. Chance goes begging for WARE. On this near side, Finley Aldridge comes away with the ball, but it's Alfieri Finley Aldridge still, but once again, Jay Rolfe does the job, chips it out, but only finds Cameron Ferguson. Far side, the header comes in from Alfano, played by Lewis Thomas. Ball breaks to the edge of the area. Antonio's shot is blocked on the edge by Joshua Jacek. He's still inside the WARE area, edge of the area. Ferguson has scuffed it wide. Bodies flying in front of the ball at all angles there. Plays the ball into Alfano. He's in all sorts of space down that left-hand side. Alfano plays the ball inside. Here's Tommy Roberts. It is 4-1 to Hadley. The substitute stumbling down, but puts it into the back of the net and puts Hadley squarely in the next round of the FA Trophy.
Yeah, I mean, they've been looking, threatening for the last few minutes, haven't they? As you said, looking for that fourth goal, looking for that to put that nail in the coffin in the game if it wasn't already. And they've certainly done that now.
So there is a possibility. Oh, we've got a possibility here. Here's Caden Remy-D. Caden Remy-D, good save by Charlie Taylor over the top for a corner. And it's a good in-swinger, but it's headed out by Massingham. Alfieri keeps it in. Samauma. Rufford is screaming for it on this near side. Puts it towards goal over the top of Charlie Taylor. Almost to do backpedaling. His manages to keep it away. And Dolo again, who's played him well as the substitute, goes away down that right-hand side. Puts the ball across the box. It's Peter Rosemead, and this is a sitter from the edge of the 6-yard box. Last time WARE lost 4-1 at home is one to wonder about, and this could be number 5 now as Rosemead goes down under challenge, and Hadley get the third penalty of the afternoon, and it is got a possibility of being 5-1. So we will see. Oh, actually, it's Peter Rosemead. Yeah. Alfano put the ball down. It's going to be Rosemead who's going to take it against Lewis Thomas. He's going to dump it into the back of the net. And that's a 5th for Hadley. And they are on their way to the next round of the FA Trophy. It's all if buts and maybes. If the goalkeeper would have stayed on, if they would have stayed to 11, then would it have been different? Well, we'll never know, because the referee has decided he's not actually going to add any of the 4 minutes on, and pulls the game to a halt. Well, at 5-1, I suppose it's his choice to do so. And it's got to say, if it was a boxing match, it would have been stopped. Hadley a throw to the next round of the FA Trophy. Good luck to them and for WARE. Well, got to regroup and get back into league action next Saturday. But MK Irish have lost here in the FA Trophy by 5 goals to 1.